Hello and welcome. This is Kristen from the Online Selling Show, and I'm going to answer a question for some of you that may be saying to yourself, like, there's different discussions out there, like, do I offer a best offer? And, do I have to offer a best offer? Or what can I do about people that lowball me with a best offer? And I'm going to tell you that, honestly, in my wholesale business for years, never really put a best offer up because I didn't really have a lot of margin in there to allow for a lot of flexibility on what their payment, what I could offer people. And what I'm going to say, when you're in the thrifting mode, you should have anyway in your pricing model a lot of flexibility that you can offer discounts to people. And most of the time you're looking at it like, well, I could get $35 for this, but they're offering me $30. You have to start educating yourself on what's known as the slow dime, fast nickel mentality. I'm probably going to do a special episode down the road, but I am going to need, this is going to have like a whiteboard with it, because you really have to do the math to kind of see how it works out. And there really is a philosophy as known as velocity of cash. And I would highly recommend that you do some research and start learning about the velocity of cash. And basically what it's saying is, for you to wait another 60 days to make that extra $5 is going to take the velocity out of the money. Because if you could earn, let's say, $20 by selling it at 30 or $25 waiting for another 60 days, you could really take that $20 profit, turn it over, and probably make 5 times more in those 60 days by buying other goods and selling them at a quicker rate. So just keep that in mind, that sometimes it's better to get a lesser profit but be able to sell it very quick and keep the money moving. You may be less inclined if it's a season where, let's say, it's a slow season for you, meaning there's no yard sales or some other place for you to turn that money and turn it over into. But sometimes you have to keep an eye out and say, well, is it better for me to have that $20 on hand for when or if an opportunity comes up than if I didn't have the sale? So these are just things you have to weigh out for yourself. Personally, I want to say about a third of my sales are coming from best offers. Probably a third of my sales are just full price payment offers. And probably a third are there from me sending them an offer when I see they've liked my product. And I usually offer them about a 10% discount on that. So I would say it's about an even third. And I don't feel that I'm in any way damaging the bottom line. Because what I feel, like I said, is that it's keeping the sales rolling in. Most of the time, the offers that people are presenting to me are kind of close to if I had sent them a 10% offer anyway, or it's a lower offer on an item that has been sitting around, and I'm happy at that point to just take the offer and make some profit out of it and move on. I can think of an offer today I took for, I believe it was $16 for a pair of shoes I paid $1 for. They have been with me for 3 months now, and truthfully, I'm kind of at a point when I get to the 3 month, I'm kind of tired of seeing this stuff, really. I kind of want to move. I know some people have a philosophy they're moving on a 6-month turnover or a 1-year turnover. I'm kind of in my mind on a 3 month, because by the time that 3 month rolls around, I've either had to move it or something. Just 3 months for me is more than enough. I'm just going to tell you. So when you're kind of hesitant to do best offer, I would tell you that maybe you should introduce it on a few products, or introduce it because you can tell it that you want to accept offers above a certain dollar amount or automatically accept at a certain point. So you can put in some parameters to not get the real low ball ones. I take any offer, honestly, and I just stick to my guns. I've had one this past week that they kept hounding me, and to the point they ran out of offers because they were determined they were paying a certain price point, and I had mistakenly put in this as a free shipping. So I stood my ground, and I was like, I'm not. And then they came at me with a second eBay ID name, and I just stuck my ground. And then when they came into me with the third eBay account, that was like, okay, fine. This is when I have to put in the automatic, it has to be this amount. or it's being declined. And I haven't heard from them since then. So, that has been the one anomaly in a long, long amount of time. So don't think that everybody's going to be lowballing you or they're going to be harassing you. And I found that to be very untrue. But I am a firm believer in, if you're sourcing quality goods, you're sourcing stuff that has a turnover, and it's good quality, and you're pricing it to begin with in a good pricing strategy, you're going to have people that are going to appreciate the goods. They're just going to be happy to get it. Maybe they want it at a little bit lesser discount that makes them feel like they got a good deal, whatever it may be. Some people won't. Some people are just going to snap it up because they've been looking for something like that for a long time. So don't feel that you're going to get nothing but lowball offers and you're not going to be selling at full price, because I don't find that to be the case. So I hope you've gotten something to think about out of this video. I would appreciate a thumbs up if you did. Leave me some comments down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Have you had other examples of things I should have brought up as far as considerations? I'd love to hear from you, and I'm always open to hearing ways to educate myself, because this market is constantly evolving and there's a lot of considerations that come into it. And I would highly appreciate if you could subscribe down below. It would help me grow the channel, but it would also help you by putting my future videos I upload into your feed. So I'm going to say bye for now, and I'll catch you in the next one.